Hey, hello, we're reading another chapter of Dr. Stone. This is 137. In the last one, as they had planned it, long ago, at the very beginning of this arc, they are going to snag the Medusa weapon using Senkyu's drone, the Senkyu Sora 6. No, 6? What the heck? I just kind of went with the flow, but it's the third. It says 3 right on there. That's really strange. Uh-oh. I just realized the browser that it's... Yeah, hold on. It's not showing the page thing properly because... Well, it's too annoying to explain. Da, 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 da. Yay! Okay. I love this. 3D space is where science reigns supreme. That's very true, isn't it? And the other example that comes to mind is Attack on Titan. That the Titans will destroy the humans if they're both just on the ground squaring off against each other. But once the humans implement the 3D maneuvering gear, start zooming around in space, they're able to actually get the upper hand. Similarly here, Senkyu up against Ibara on the ground, kind of with this singular extra dimension, like this extra point of throwing things at each other, but instead actually having maneuverability in that third dimension is what's going to seal Senkyu's superiority. Desire everything this world has to offer, and this time I've got it. The petrification hypertech. I love the term hypertech. It has the same kind of aura as cheat code level intelligence and stuff. That once they use this term, the hyper, it's like you're stepping outside of feasibility and realism, and you're kind of going into the priors, the assumptions of the series. Okay. They're both trying to wheel the drone in. Ibara's line snaps. He throws out his cloak, or whatever, his sash, grabs the side of the drone. That's actually really impressive that it wrapped around and like snagged itself like that. That was some quick thinking on Ibara's part. Okay, it's gonna blow in 3, 2, 1. Suiru and Senkyu yanking super hard. Suiru, I always thought like he looked muscular and stuff. We've seen him do some fairly athletic things, but he's certainly not on the tier of you know, like Magma or Gin, or not Gin, but Keen. I guess Gin is pretty strong too. Or Kohaku. You know, he's not the warrior class, that's for sure. So it does make sense maybe that Ibara can overpower them. But I don't think he's thinking this through. Because he's just trying to gain access to it again. But it's going to go off. So what Senkyu really is trying to do is delay until just the right timing. And hopefully Suiru gets the signal as well. And then let it go. Let the thing fly over to Ibara and petrify him. No? I think that's the plan. It's tug-of-war it's not a contest of strength. Okay, yeah. Suiru understands. Okay. Ooh, but Ibara understands as well. He's also trying to time it such that he can let go. So it's like a game of chicken. Whoever lets go first, if they let go too soon, loses, because then they'll just get the device again and throw it. But if they let go too late, of course, they're going to be left holding it. Okay. Never off. Not when it comes to counting. Ooh, so the fact that Senkyu understood the timing of it better, just because he's so friggin' good at counting from being petrified and counting every second. That's kind of fun. That power, that superpower he has, on top of his cheat code level intelligence, that he's the most precise counter of seconds in the world, has come in handy twice at the climax of this arc. I actually kind of like it. It's like really neat. It feels like more in line with like a traditional shonen power, so to speak, just because it's like so simple that, you know, they're both trying to count precise seconds, but Senkyu counts seconds better. It's like a real head-to-head contest, whereas normally Senkyu's intelligence manifests in like so many different ways or so many different complex steps. But this it doesn't feel like so much of like a showdown. So it's kind of funny to me that the first time Senkyu has had this real straight up challenge the same skill showdown is in counting. Not when it comes to counting. Okay. Ooh. Ibara. So Ibara manages to escape as well. He ditches his iconic hat, which is the thing that the was like really tied to. This allows him to retreat before the petrification wave goes off. The shot of Ibara standing there, totally exposed now, all of his ornamentation gone, but standing before the rippling waves of petrifying light. So it's really good. It's really iconic. It feels like this is the true final form of the villain in this arc. And I like that. I like that he was super prepared. That at every stage, it was something that he had actually thought of before. And it feels like that's a fair matchup. That Senkyu is really thinking on his feet and kind of coming up with all of these pull it out of your butt schemes. Whereas Ibara, it's like he's been so calculated and cautious over the years that he's thought of every scenario and he's already come up with a plan to what he can do to counter every use of the Medusa. It seems it's like a fair matchup at that point, right? Like Ibara with preparations versus Senkyu on his feet. Before you die, here's a fun fact. Those who think themselves clever are always the easiest to trap. Against my cunning and guile, you greenhorns were doomed from the start. But whose boots are these? Running up to probably stab Ibara literally in the back, because it might be Mos. What? Wait, what? What the heck? This is really clever paneling and positioning to totally mislead us that Suiru is leaping like this. But why? Suiru intentionally jumps through the petrification beam to just turn himself into a projectile and clobber Ibara on the head. But what if that doesn't work? Then it's just Ibara versus Senkyu again, and it's real spooky for Senkyu because Ibara is like way stronger than him. Crazy, super desperate. I thought Hyoga or Mose would show up, or both, because we saw Suiru go down to where they were fighting. Yeah, he falls short and just crumbles. And Senkyu looks super stressed, like Senkyu doesn't seem to understand why Suiru did that. Nah, you know what? I bet he does. Because he would play act, right? Senkyu would definitely play act that he was distressed, even if he knew somehow this was the most genius thing ever. So how is this the most genius thing ever? Because Suiru is not a dummy. He's never done anything that wasn't a calculated risk, at the very least. Except when he's blew all of his money on ramen and stuff. Maybe that was a not so calculated risk. What could the plan be here? He's got all of his parts lying around. Senkyu depetrifies him in this state. Oh, he's so gruesome. We've never even seen that before. And then his hand crawls up and grabs it. No, it's stupid. He's making the 2. Is that key? Did he somehow... Is he risking... Okay, here's one thing. So the Medusa is in the epicenter of the waves of gravity and stuff. We don't know. Once it's activated, can you, like, buffer another command? Could Suiru have jumped through and said 3 meters, 3 seconds, right when he was passing by? Or 2 meters, 2 seconds or something, and that's why he's holding up 2 for Senkyu to see? Maybe. That's my guess. But, like, they don't know how it works. Maybe it doesn't listen to new commands while it's sending out petrification waves. Big risk. Big risk. Oh. Oh, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? He attached, but it doesn't work remotely, right? Like you already tried with the speaker and it didn't work. Is it gonna work? Wait, why would it work this time though? I don't get it. It's nice he attached it. Guys who think they're clever are the easiest to trap. Will it work? I'm confused because it didn't work with the speaker. Or was it just because the speaker was too far away? Like, was it that you need to be really up close and personal to tell it what to do? I don't know. But that's GG, right? I think this is finally actually GG. Good battle. Oh man, good showdown. I think that was like perfectly length, good twists each chapter. Talking about just the final climactic battle between Ibarra and Senkyu. And I love the way that that emerged kind of naturally from all of the other things going on. Like that it whittled down to that point, this kind of focal point, the two champions, the two commanders. All right. But yeah, I think it's finally GG. Ibarra, that monster, lies petrified. And now Senkyu has a lot of work to do. And I'm curious how much of this we're going to see. Because Senkyu is the only good guy, or the only person at all on this island that's not paralyzed. Or paralyzed. Petrified. So he's going to have to go make more revival fluid, because I think he threw all of it. Remember, he was like, I don't have anything left to use as a weapon, because he had already chucked it all. He's going to, or at least go get more from the cave. Probably depetrifying Yuzuriha first is a good step. Or Taiju to like move statues to more convenient places. But yeah, it's going to be a long day of depetrification. But I hope after all this, we get a party. Just like the good old days of One Piece. You go to an island, you beat all the bad guys, you have a big party. The big depetrification party. Whew! Jeez, like he was sweating. There's no way he knew that was Suiru's plan, right? Like he genuinely thought like, what is this idiot doing? Only after, I think it took him a second to realize. But there was definitely a period where he was super stressed until he saw that it was attached. Oh, yes! The petrification device acquired. Now, the fact that they're doing their little RPG pop-up really makes me think that it's not going to get taken away before the end of the arc. So I'm really curious about that. Like, what is going to be the dynamic of the series going forward? How will they have more antagonists and stuff if they can just stone them? Like, I don't know. It's going to be quite an interesting dynamic. I kept saying, oh, I predict it's going to be taken out of their hands or lost or destroyed or something by the end, just so that the mystery remains and stuff. But this is more exciting for sure. This is more of a direct challenge to the writing. How will you incorporate this? How will you make this work? So yeah, it'll be cool to see. Alone. I'm alone again. Wait. Oh! Oh boy. Is this Homura? Is it Homura talking to him? But yeah, it's kind of interesting that he's alone again, that this is really how the series began so long ago. I mean, sure, we followed Taiju at first, but quite quickly it became obvious that Senkyu is the real focus character and that Senkyu got his own little flashback that showed his first solo days in the Stone World that we're seeing flashbacks to here. You can tell the art style has changed quite a bit. It looks like they've incorporated like art from the original, and now I don't know. But yes, it looks like Homura. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I was like, whoa! When he depetrified Hyoga, he accidentally depetrified Homura. Maybe Homura is going to be like a super secret hidden boss antagonist. But again, it's like, even if she was the Bartholomew Kuma of this arc, to use another One Piece reference, where they saved the day and they had the party and then the super boss showed up. Anyways, even if she was, Senkyu would just be like, alright, petrified. GG, right? I don't know. But no, it's not. It's all these people. Back at the base. Back home in Ishigami Village. Wishing them well. This time I'm not alone. That's nice. That's nice. It's beautiful. Feels like a nice finish to this arc. You can see here Chrome in the arms of... Is that Chrome? No, Chrome was one of the people. This must be Taiju. Taiju and Soyuz. The moment of petrification. Okay, nice. Nice chapter. We will read more soon. Bye-bye.